Hey, everybody, it's Darren Burt from HQ Magazine with another episode of Behind the Scenes Live. Thank you for joining us today. I know there's a lot going on, but we really enjoy having you guys with us, and we enjoy bringing you the faces and the names and stuff that goes on behind the scenes, like the title of the show, in the cannabis industry and in the smoke shop industry especially. And Allen Stein is our guest today. He is the co-founder, right, Allen?
Yep, you bet. My wife
co-founder of the PowerHitter Co.
That's us.
And what in the heck is the PowerHitter?
I'll tell you everything. I love the PowerHitter, obviously. And back in the 1970s, the legendary PowerHitter was the quickest and easiest and most fun way to extract the maximum potential from a joint. It was an amazing product. So I got turned on to the PowerHitter back in the 80s when I was in college. Well, when I was supposed to be in college. I was at a Grateful Dead show in the parking lot, and one of my close friends' older brother had one of these things, and he turned me on to it, and it kind of blew me away. It was fun and easy to use. So what you do is you unscrew the cap, and there's a special holder in there. So you can take your pre-roll or your joints and put them in there firmly, and you can light them up. Get it nice and cherry. Then you simply screw it back onto the bottle. Now, on the back of it is a little carb hole. So when you cover the carb hole and you squeeze the bottle, it shoots out a steady stream of smoke. There it goes. It's like shotgunning a hit.
So shotgunning it. How much is that eating up of the pre-roll?
Not much at all. Not much at all. What's cool about the PowerHitter, all the smoke stays inside of the bottle. So any of the smoke that comes out is going right into your lungs. So it's a great way to conserve your smoke. And because it's in there, you can use less smoke. You can roll smaller joints and be able to get the same, giant power hits out of it. What's cool about it too is if you sit it down or you smoke by yourself, it'll go out by itself and self-extinguish, which is a cool feature. You smoke in bed. You could use it in the bathtub. I like smoking in the shower, and this sure beats poking a hole in a cup and trying to smoke a joint in there. I'm sure I'm not the only person who's done that, but the PowerHitter is perfect for that. Jacuzzis, hot tubs, skiing, golfers like it because it's inconspicuous. They can just duck behind and.
Well, yeah, it doesn't look like a bong, for one thing.
No, not at all. And back in the day, people kept them in their cars. I wouldn't recommend driving and smoking, but, to each their own.
So you said, tell us about the development of this product.
Well, it was originally came back out in the 70s and 80s. It was immensely popular. They sold millions of these things and just kind of fell into obscurity. And I went looking for these things, and I couldn't find them anywhere. I went to the OG manufacturers, and they weren't making them anymore, and talked with them about bringing it back. And I spent considerable time and resources to make myself the perfect PowerHitter because I spent about $250 on a couple of them on eBay, and my wife was a little pissed. The originals. And I go, this is crazy. I bought a knockoff, and I put it in the joint in there, it fell off and burned a hole in the bottom. And I just, I knew there's a market for these things. If someone's going to bid up to $250, I figured, there's going to be a shot. So I updated it with modern materials to make sure, there's never going to be a cherry burn hole in the bottom of these. Cherries could fall off, and it'll last a lifetime. It's kind of cool. We're starting to see multi-generational users coming through our social media, like grandfathers that passed it down to their sons, and they're handing it down to their kids. We have a couple guys on there where the dad has one, and the kid got one new one of ours, and they power hit together on Instagram. It's great.
Nice. Yeah. Family that plays together stays together. Is that the way it works?
That's the way it works.
So you came out with this about 2-3 years ago. Is that right?
Yeah, I did a test market. I want to make sure the project was viable, and I want to make sure everybody loved these things as much as I did. And I made a short run of them, took them to the Cannabis Cup in California and sold them all. And I figured, okay, I'm going to go all in, and I'm going to start doing it, start building
Right.
power hitters. Yeah, and I'm glad people love this as much as I do, because they're flying off the shelves now, and it's actually been named one of the top 10 quarantine cops by High Times for this year, because it's a safe way to smoke and share and still be socially distanced and not pass germs.
How have smoke shops and dispensaries, are in dispensaries as well? Smoke shops.
Yeah,
How have they reacted to the product?
they're reacting really well to it. It really depends. Dispensaries depends on jurisdiction. Some have to have a separate parcel to be able to sell the product. In some jurisdictions, they're able to bundle pre-rolls and cannabis or CBD with the power hitter. So it's a great cross-sell and upsell for the dispensaries. The head shops and smoke shops are definitely picking up on it, and reorders have actually been really, really quick.
How many shops do you think you're in now?
Oh gosh, probably over 1,000 at this point.
Wow, well, that's pretty good. That's a lot.
Yeah, we're moving. Yeah,
is it? You said multi-generational. Is there an educational aspect to this? If it's in a smoke shop, I mean, do 20-somethings come in there and say, "Hey, do you have the power hitter?" Or is it, what is that thing?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. When people see these, online, they're going, where does the smoke come from? Is it magic? Well, and then we're seeing a lot of people, showing how to use it on our Instagram page at PowerHitter Co. And you could go in there and you see everybody using it. The 20-somethings are picking up on it really quickly. When we launched, it was we're getting some notoriety because people were using it, and people, I hate getting past the slobbery joint. I hate being at a party and being one of those people who gets, the blunt after, there's lip gloss on it and stuff. And it's just, I don't like cooties. And they picked up on it right away on that aspect. And they've really picked up on it for, it's fun to party with, number one. And number two, they're seeing us all over social media. So the 20-somethings are embracing it, which is great.
Well, it's not like it's a complicated product to use. So there's
no
the educational aspect is just, hey, check this out.
Yeah, for the shops, we have a couple different things for them. We have posters that they put on the wall that has the instructions on it. We have these really cool little 4x6 rack cards that don't take up a lot of space. It just folds open. You can put it on the shelf and shows people how to use it. So the educational process of the people who go, what the hell is that thing? Pretty much gets accomplished right away just from our point of sale materials.
So is it a product that you've was a slam dunk? We figured out how to make this and make it work right out of the, like you said, right out of the box, and now you've got a product and there's nothing else to do with it?
Well, I'm always looking at new things to do with it. We're looking at, ancillary items like rollers and papers and and cones and like, all the obvious things, because the power hitter is iconic, and we want to have some iconic products to go with it. I'm always tinkering around, so you never know what's going to happen next.
But you can't really do anything to improve on it itself.
You can't really improve on our already perfect product.
Right.
And I really wanted to tip my hat to the original design, keep it as close as I can. I made some adjustments with it besides the material. I wanted to make sure it hit time and time again. Every time you hit, I wanted to make sure it goes back. The squishiness I learned is called shore hardness. So I wanted to have a good shore hardness when I was working with the factory, that it'll just come back into place and hit year after year after year after year. I want to have this one 50 years like I had my original one.
Yeah. Well, for shops, they're probably not going to see too many returns for that.
No, they're not going to see any returns for these. And one of the cool things is people started collecting these. We have the old time collectors back in the day. The power hitter came out in 5 different colors and a glow in the dark. We're doing something similar, but we're keeping these more collector items and doing different colors and different collaborations with different brands to turn people onto it.
So right now it's just available in purple.
Aubergine. It's eggplant.
Aubergine or
aubergine.
I heard you say the word eggplant too. So
yes, it's eggplant. Yeah.
So you're going to come out with some different colors, maybe a glow in the dark.
Yeah, we'll look at the glow in the dark. I'm not fond of having clear utensils. I clean my stuff after I use it. These are easy to clean too. You could use Dawn dishwasher soap. It's good for penguins.
Yeah, we were talking about that before, and you said that you have a product that you really like.
Yeah, I really like Kryptonite Clear, a company out of Oregon. They have this clay-based natural cleaner that all you do is fill it up, you shake it, sit it down for an hour, come back and rinse it, and it's clean. It's remarkably clean. I use it on my glass. I got it for my glass stuff and ended up working great on the PowerHitter.
You were telling me something before about Ross Perot.
Yeah, back in the 70s, he was going after paraphernalia companies. And there happened to be a picture published, gosh, it must have been in the really old High Times, of Ross Perot holding a PowerHitter. It's great.
If people remember who Ross Perot is, right?
Yeah, people our age might, but some of the younger viewers may not. But it's great seeing a little guy with a PowerHitter.
Can I speak now? Can I speak? I want to say something here about the PowerHitter.
Texas, was going heading at the head shops and the like. So he was all over the PowerHitter, and the PowerHitter was invented back in Austin, Texas. So there was a lot of them back then.
Tell us a little about your background. You've been around this industry for a while, I assume.
I've been in the cannabis industry since 2009, 2010-ish in the Washington State. We were one of the first CO2 oil manufacturers of the vapor cartridges for the homegrown brands, homegrown oil. We had some amazing oil back in the day. We didn't make the transition to recreational. We all went our separate ways and worked on different projects. And so I've been working with Cannabis Incubator, helping entrepreneurs fine tune their business and product development. Years ago, I was in channel marketing, which is the computer, hardware, and peripheral marketplace, helping large brands launch their products into the direct channel, which is like the CDWs and the PC Zone, Mac Zones, and Zones.com, that kind of stuff.
Sure.
So it's I use all my experience, in product and business development that I learned back when I was a kid to help push this forward. So
with people that are entrepreneurs and they want to come into this industry and they've got a product idea, what's your advice for them?
Research. Do your research. Build your brand. Put a solid go-to-market strategy together. I personally like working from the customers and working back. I was obviously a fan of the PowerHitter, so as a customer, I wanted to make sure that if I were going to buy this, how would I buy this? What would I want from it? So as an entrepreneur, put your mindset in the mind of the consumer, because you've drinking the Kool-Aid, and once you've drinking the Kool-Aid, you get the tunnel vision. So keep your eye on the prize, be smart with your money, and do research, get data, and find out what's going on. I did tons of research just on the PowerHitter, just to find out what the average size of a joint was between now and back when the originals were invented, because I wanted to make sure that the joints would fit into the holder.
What did you find out? Were they bigger, smaller, tighter wrapped, or?
Well, it's fascinating. I was talking to my buddy Pony Boy with Los Marijuanos, and he got introduced to the PowerHitter because he had this crazy uncle who had this ashtray in his room and had these strange joints that were fat in the middle and really tiny on the ends, and that's so it fit into the cap of the PowerHitters.
Okay.
So people used to roll, I guess, what they're called Zeppelins back in the day. What I found out about the joints was the average size of a joint as of maybe 4 years ago is 0.33 grams nationwide. So people roll pinners, basically.
Yeah.
And
that
nowadays it's a little different.
And any pre-roll will fit in that as long as it's got a, does it need to have a tip on it?
I recommend putting a crutch on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a crutch or a cone. It fits all the popular tips, the raw tips, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like the pre-rolls because I'm shitty at rolling joints. I'm in the wrong business really to not know how to roll a joint.
Well, you have to do another video. You go learn and then come back on and show us.
I will.
That's your technique. What's your goal? What's your overall mission with the PowerHitter?
My mission is to get one into everybody's hands. I really love it. I think everybody else will love it too once they try it. It's fun, it's easy to use, and it's safe. And my role is to, get as many people turned on to the PowerHitter as I can. I want to help the stores and the wholesalers and our distributors move as many as they can. I'm really, a rising tide, they say, raises all the ships. I want to work to the combined success of all our partners. And we see that from our users all the way through our distributors.
Where do they, I'm going to throw this up, the powerhitter.com, correct?
Yeah, that's us.
And what do they find when they go there?
When you go there, you can find multiple bundles of the PowerHitter. The more you buy, the cheaper they are. We're selling a lot of 5-packs right now. People are buying these for the holidays as gifts, especially the people that remember them and nostalgic about it. They can't believe it. They're just flying off the shelves to those guys. Do you have
videos there as well?
We have some videos. All are really good videos. You can find us on Instagram
there's probably a link on the powerhitter.com.
You bet. You can go there and you'll be able to find the link at the powerhitter.com to our Instagram. There's tons and tons of videos there. There's some videos on the site. We have a wholesale area to make it easy for our wholesalers to place their orders and their reorders.
Okay.
And we're available all the time.
You said popular right now with the COVID restrictions because it's kind of a safer way to do it. How has COVID affected this product and what you guys are trying to do with it? Has it helped? Has it hurt? Has it been a challenge?
I would say it's challenging. It's helped in product sales, especially with the consumers and some of our wholesalers that understand that it's a safe way to smoke because you hold it away from your mouth and it shoots a stream of smoke. It's safe. You could toss it across the room, and if you could catch it, the joint will stay in there and it'll still work. So it's great for social distancing. The challenges we're seeing is being able to go out there and do the festivals and do all the grassroots marketing that we normally would do. It makes it a little hard to go out there during the pandemic, but
everybody's had to adapt.
Yeah, we've all adapted, and I would say that's the biggest challenge. But it's really because it's according to High Times, one of the top 10 things for quarantine. We're happy about it.
Did they pick that on their own? They just found it, and
I was pretty excited.
Were you surprised?
I was. It was a great week. Complex discovered us around the same time, so we had a really good. It's good for us to get the brand out there and get the PowerHitter known again.
Yeah, well, that's good for shops too. Like you said.
Oh yeah,
people are going to start coming in and asking for that product because they've seen it.
Yeah, that's mostly what we get from the emails from the shops is, hey, we've had people coming in for years looking for these, and we haven't been able to find a good PowerHitter. We get that all the time. So
that'd be a fun gift to get for Grandpa for Christmas, right?
Get something he really wants, people. Get him a PowerHitter. He doesn't want that tie. He doesn't want socks. Get him a PowerHitter.
Well, I like that for fishing because if it falls off the boat, it's going to float pretty much, right?
Oh yeah, it floats. It'll stay pretty good. I floated it between boats going down the Colorado River,
really?
And passing it back and forth. We lost a couple, but
well, you can almost throw that. You could almost
you can throw a
spiral with that thing too.
Yeah, it'll spiral.
Did it go out?
No, we're all good. But if it's lit, it'll still be good.
All right, Allen, the PowerHitter.com. That's where they find you and the product, and there's nothing else like it. There's no copy of it out there. You're going to be the one with this product.
This is the best power hitter you guys are going to ever find, and it's fun, it's safe, it's got great margins for the stores, and we got great point of sale material. We got posters, we got display cards. We'll be there and partner with you to raise the bar and sell a bunch of power hitters and have some fun doing it.
Nice. All right. Well, thanks for being with us today. Appreciate it.
Man, thank you, Darren. I've been enjoying HQ and behind the scenes for a long time, so I'm really excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
Okay. Well, thanks a lot, and everybody that's watching, as we always say, stay well, stay safe, and stay tuned.